Hey, happy Tuesday. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, girl. Let's go live on Insta. Happy Tuesday, girls. Let's share this to my group. Okay, perfect. All right, girls. Welcome to the show. Happy Tuesday, ladies. Today I'm going to be diving into a topic around confidence because you already know how I feel about confidence. So I want your take on feeling confident in your business when your sales are not there. Now, we said that when I do this show, I could be honest. Okay. So I want us to have a conversation about it. I want your advice. I want your opinion. I want to know what you think. Is confidence truly enough to grow your business? I want to know, do you feel confident in your business when nobody is buying from you? Because, girl, I know when my sales be slow, my confidence be in the toilet. I'll be like, nobody believes in me. I don't believe in me. So I want to talk about that. I do feel like confidence plays a major part. So introduce yourself down in the comments. Y'all know we are here every weekday, honey. This is a week 3. Shout out to my girls on TikTok that's watching the show, honey. Introduce your business down in the comments. We're here every weekday to talk entrepreneurship. There's a lot of stuff that we have to conquer behind the scenes with our business, with our confidence, with our sales, with our friends, with our family, with the work-life balance. So I want to give us a space to talk about it every weekday at 11 a.m. We are streaming on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn too. So hey, LinkedIn people, we're here. So introduce yourself down in the comments. And today we're going to be talking about your confidence rocking when the money ain't there. Lord, do I understand that? The confidence when the money is not there. When you're doing content and ain't nobody buying. Hello, somebody. When you post it all day and ain't nobody buying. When you put yourself out there and nobody's biting. How do you keep your confidence high? Because once that confidence starts slipping, it's about over with. Okay. I'm not going to say it's over with, but it takes an enormous amount of strength to pull yourself back up into it. And I want to talk about that because that's real. It's something that we go through. It's something that I've gone through. It's something I see a lot of other women go through. And I do my business full time. So I was going to send a rose. But, oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, Allison. What's up, girl? Happy Tuesday. Not them trolling my TikTok live. This why folks don't be wanting to go live. Because one, they be like, what if nobody show up? And for two, they be like, what if I get a troll? Girl, you ain't been live enough. You ain't got a couple of trolls, nothing that. So we just gonna keep on moving. So Allison says, hello, all from good old Memphis, Tennessee. So what's up, Allison? Introduce yourself down in the comments. I want to talk about confidence today, girl. And you'll see friend don't got on no makeup. Friend got her little sports bar showing because after this, I'm literally putting on my shoes and going straight to the gym because I told y'all I got to be consistent in this season. Okay. I need to lose so much weight. Okay. So I want to talk about confidence today. I want to talk about the idea of feeling confident when nobody's buying from you. I want to talk about my experience. I want to hear your experience. For the ladies who have conquered that, I want to hear more about what you think, what your advice is. And how do you get back on track after you've had a slow season in your business? I want to hear about it, girl. I want to know. Okay. So introduce yourself down in the comments. I want to shout your business out. I want to see where you at, where you live. What type of work do you do inside your business? Are you part-time in your business, full-time? How long you been in business? Okay. And then let's get into it. So welcome to the Wake Up and Conquer show, girl. All right, so let's jump straight into our topic today about business and confidence. And we're just going to get straight to it because this is something that I've dealt with and I've seen it time and time and time again. So it's just us. It's just us. Do you feel confident when no one is buying? Oh my God. Do you feel confident when no one is buying? And this can be so layered and so different. I want to know how that shows up for you. You have your business, you've done the investments, you're doing the content, you're doing the things. No one is buying. Does it rock the hell out of your confidence? Do you feel confident when no one is buying? These are the invisible hurdles that entrepreneurs have to conquer behind closed doors. I don't care what type of motivational stuff you post. You got to be a true hard body to keep going when nobody is buying your stuff. That's how you know when you're really built for it. When you're putting it out there and nobody's buying it, you just like, man, my time just ain't came yet, but I'm finna keep showing up every day. You got to be a real hard body. So I want to know, do you feel confident when no one is buying from you? Okay. And make sure you introduce yourself down in the comments because I want to see, especially for y'all that are watching on TikTok. We got Rashonda Daniels in the building. As always, Rashonda says, hey, ladies, my name is Rashonda Daniels. I'm the proud owner of Beautiful Vacations, and I specialize in group trips that offer an experience. Be sure to DM for your ultimate experience in Cancun. I love it. Shout out to the travel girl. Shout out to Rashonda. Shout out to the Conquer Club. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Do you feel confident when no one is buying? When it just ain't your time yet? Or you ain't showing up? No one's buying. How do you not let it rock your confidence down to zero? I've experienced this and I experienced it bad last year. And I've seen it time and time and time again where y'all say, I can be honest. As a business owner, and this could be different based off where you are. Okay. This just been my experience. Okay. My experience. Okay. Sometimes for business owners, the external validation is giving more than we give it credit for. Like for real. Shout out to Bay. Bay is in the building. Bay says it can be discouraging for sure. However, I can't let it get to my confidence because when the time comes, I have to bring it. That's for sure. It's discouraging. And I think because, like me, we put so much time, energy, effort, and stuff into our business to where when it don't pop or people aren't leaning in, we take it so personal. And most of the times, the reason why people aren't buying is because of us, because we aren't showing up, our messaging, our consistency, all of that. Rashonda says 8 years ago, when I was just starting, ooh, this is so real. She said 8 years ago, when I was just starting, I was crying every day about it, low, and felt like quitting. Can you imagine COVID when no one was buying? She said, woo, it was a hard time. All 250 agents left me. Oh, girl. And baby, during COVID, they were riding down the street throwing PPP loans out the window. I saw one day throwing out at the red light. That's how much money was throwing out. It's tough. It's tough. And I feel like it's worth us having a conversation about how much weight we sometimes put on the validation of our audience, the validation of our community, and the validation of our social media that proves to us that we have something good enough. What's up, Ivana? Happy Tuesday, girl. Shout out to the Conquer Club. We in that thing tonight. We are co-working tonight. Mark says truth. What's up, Mark? I'm so happy to see you. Oh my God, you're so amazing. Kudos to you. Cheers to Mark, y'all. Truly the truth. I'm so happy to hear you. Do you feel confident when no one is buying? This is a conversation worth having. Number one, I want us to talk about it. I want us to hear about it. And then number two, this is a challenge to me as I'm talking to you, friend. And it's a challenge to all of us because I know me, baby, when them likes through the roof, when that validation through the roof, baby, you can't tell me nothing about Conquer. But baby, when that calendar dried up for months at a time in my business, account, baby, on E to where I was out doing Amazon Flex, gig work for pennies based on my worth. I let it rock my confidence, like the vast difference between the way I feel about my business when there's a lot of hoorah and all that BS. Like, I'm like, bruh, like, what are you doing? What are you doing, girl? I have to ask myself, child, what you doing? What you doing, Deb? They asked me what I do and who I do it for. I had to ask myself. What's up, Sharnice? Hey, friend. Happy Tuesday. My girl's been showing up every day. Shout out to the Conquer Club, baby. Baby, Mark says we attach self-worth to external things. So real. Baby, hard lesson for me to learn in my business. I had to truly ask myself, like I had to really ask myself. Mark says you're talking on something so real. Be there and you have to learn to dance with it because it's up and down. I'm so glad you said that because I think that now we on the same social media, okay? We'll see business owners, and I may be guilty of doing this or seeing this or whatever, but we have to understand that all of our businesses are going to ebb and flow. And Allison, I'm about to introduce you in the comments. So introduce yourself in the comments to y'all. All of our businesses ebb and flow. I have literally worked with clients making millions of dollars and they have a slow season. So why in the world would I beat myself up about my little slow season, girl? All right, y'all. We got Allison from the Conquer Club all the way from my hometown, Big Memphis. She says, hey, all, I'm Allison, the owner of Print and Go Printables, building literacy and reading readiness for all pre-K through first with creative printables and digital games. Over 155 classes satisfied and thousands of kids reached so far. DM me. I'm ready for you. Go on, girl. Baby, Allison out here saving the children. She teaching the kids she teaching the iPad generation how to read. So kudos to you, Allison, girl. I'm so here for that. I'm so here for that, girl. Cheers to you. I'm so here for that. Let me slow down, girl. I've been up since 2:30 this morning. I have. And this is an exciting season of my business because my confidence is high. And my confidence is high because my books are full, my calendar is full. The Conquer Club is the biggest that it's ever been. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to God. Shout out to me for doing the work. I'm really excited about this summer. I got some big things planned for myself to really stretch myself. So it's easy to even see me on this live and be like, oh, Deb and her element, man. That's why she's so, she don't like, she can like, but don't get it twisted. I very much have a season 2 where I'm like, man, conquer what? Conquer these nuts because I'm not feeling it. Let's be for real. But you know what I feel like as a business owner, you just don't know until you've been there. It's easy when, all of the things seem to be coming together. But I feel like those who really rise to the top, man, we got some stories. Baby, I was at the Amazon facility picking that stuff up like, now you know better. And then I end up getting that job and they fired me in 10 days. And I remember sitting there, I'm like, I'm more experienced than anybody in here. Like, and God was like, why are you even here? And I was like, because I need a paycheck. Like, what you talking about? You want me to time? You want me to do all this stuff I can't do without no check? And he was like, I told you to. I was like, all right. Hey, hey, we want to throw the whole business away as much as I love it. Allison says, I lost my confidence after leaving teaching unexpectedly. I had to put all myself into my business when I was lost without what I thought was a lifelong purpose. But just like some people are here sometimes for a season, I think teaching was in that season. But Print and Go Printables is in this season of my life. Go on, girl. Go on, girl. That's real. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want us to have permission. And this is going to sound so different from what you normally hear me say, but I have to hear you say me this. And my ladies that are in the Conquer Club, they know. I need you to give yourself permission to have moments where your confidence isn't high because it's going to happen. I feel like for me, being a business owner has been the self-love journey that I didn't know I needed. It has been the discovery of self on another level. And that's not easy. And it's not easy. Hey, Denisha, it's not easy. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Absolutely. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. When they fired me, I was like, whew. I was like, girl, I'm finna go home and take a nap. I guess I'll start back going live. This is my cue. Get it together. What's up, Glenita? What's up, y'all? Happy Tuesday. Let's get into it a little bit more. Let's get into it a little bit more. And I say I want to go every time I say I'm not gonna do a long show, we go to like the 59-minute mark. Okay. So for the ladies that are just popping in, we're talking about this idea of confidence. And I don't mean fake, you look good confidence. Okay. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the pictures and all of the things and all the motivational posts for all the broke family and friends to think you're doing something. I'm not talking about that type of confidence. Not that fake BS, smoking mirrors, post when I look good confidence. That's smoking mirrors, BS confidence. I'm not talking about that. Okay, that's smoking mirrors. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the confidence to sit here and DM 50 people because your product or service that good. I'm talking about the confidence to keep posting when you've only had 2 likes in 2 months. I'm talking about the confidence when you ain't had sales in 2 months, but you posting and your audience don't know that. Like, let's just keep it 1,000. It's just that's the reality of what it is. Hey, Ivana, one of our newest members of our newest member of the Conquer Club. Ivana says, I've definitely had moments of low confidence, asking if I was right for this life, wanting to give up. God wouldn't let me quit, but he will allow me to stretch to $17 for a week. Hey, hey, you is not lying. I can be let to I swear to God, $34 could last me 2 weeks if that's all I had. I swear to God. I'll be on my app like, okay, McDonald's says I can get a free cheeseburger and $1 fry. Okay, cool. Like, baby, hey, for real. That's real. God gonna let you gonna stretch, you're gonna be like, nah. Now, wait a minute. Rashana says, listen, you have to really love yourself to do your own thing. This ain't for the weak in the knees. Oh, Rashana, you're going there, girl. Y'all know I'm for a good day job. I'm for a good day job. I tried. I really did. Girl, I was trying to get that W-2. I ain't lying. You really do have to love yourself. Because the thing about having a business is, and y'all tell me what y'all think about this, it's not just about the product or service being good enough. It's not. Because I have talked to hundreds of women one-on-one. All of them have had great products or services. I don't think that has been the issue with the single woman I've talked to. I'm like, dang, this sounds so good, girl. You better be glad I ain't no idea stiller. Okay, for real, baby. You might need copyright that while you're doing all these consultations. So this is a good idea. But what is hard to have is belief in yourself. And I know some of the people with the best websites, best products, best services, but because they don't believe in themselves, it ain't. You got me coming on live in a sweatshirt with no makeup or sports bra and some leggings, and I'm gonna run circles around you, bro. Denisha said, yes, Lord. Ganita says, what I'm dealing with now. Girl, we've been there before. I know I have. I have. I've been there before. I understand, girl. Lanita says, it's billions of people in the world. I got to keep posting. Absolutely. And posting, yes, it's only one part of it. And this is why I need to do a 1-minute mastermind on the show this week. I did it the first week about planning out the month. I need to do another 1-minute mastermind because even inside the Conquer Club, we're doing social media, yes, but we're also doing a lot more. Hey, Delilah, and hey, Rion. Rion, I'm so glad that you're back today. I'm so glad that you're here. What's up, my girls? So we're talking about this idea of confidence. And so I have another question for you. This was me last year, and y'all know I did an episode of this on the podcast because I want to be open and honest about last year being rough for me, but it was one of the most transformational years for me too. I don't know why I'm so hot. I feel like a preacher. I'm just a sweating and hot. Shoot, I guess it's my face so greased up because I ain't putting no makeup on. Trying to make sure I ain't look ashy for y'all this morning. How do you get back on track after a slow season? And I'm going to pause and I'm going to take a couple of deep breaths. Because there's somebody watching this show, whether they're watching right now or whether they catch the replay. And they're where I was last year. Slow season for me. And I want us to have this conversation for a few minutes without shame and without judgment. I know I'm a coach. I know I'm supposed to tell you all of the perfect things to do to make sure you have consistent 10K months and 100K in 90 days and all this fake guru BS. That's not the reality of running the business. How do you get back on track after a slow season? And when I say slow season, I'm not going to blame it on Trump. I'm not going to blame it on Orange Trump. I'm not going to blame it on the economy. I'm not going to blame it on China. Because most of us, I know for me in my experience, I've been in the slow season. One, sometimes things out of my control. But two, most of the time it was something in my control. I had a slow season last year because my head went in the game. I had a slow season last year because I wasn't pitching. I had a slow season last year because I wasn't out speaking. I had a slow season last year because I wasn't out getting any vendor tables. I had a slow season last year because I slacked up on my lives. It happens. Ladies, how do we get back on track? Let's talk about it. Let's encourage the sister that's at her house listening to this too. Okay. All right, we got Denisha in the building. She says, "Hey, ladies, my name is Denisha. I am the owner of Jewels by Denisha, where I share an amazing line of fashion jewelry and accessories. If you have a love for accessorizing without breaking the bank, I'd love to style you. If you are stuck and need to elevate in life, love, and self, I'm currently adding life coaching to my entrepreneur portfolio and would love to connect." Can you hear my little snaps? Okay, I'm gonna download some sound effects. I promise. I'm gonna download some sound effects. I love this. I know you can't see me. I love this. I love how she was honest about the fact, and this is how I know she's in the Conquer Club. I love that she's saying, "Hey, I'm adding this new thing to my portfolio." I love the honesty. I love the transparency. Okay, let's talk. Let's do a couple of minutes. No shame, no judgment. If you're a woman, you had a slow season, you're in a slow season. Let's talk about getting on track right quick, okay? All right. So Rion says, "I started to track my slow seasons and I only work part-time gigs. But within that time, I mix and match my content as well as strategize on what deals I can come up with to bring business, especially on holidays." Y'all see that first thing that she said? That's a gem. That's a gem. I track my slow seasons. That's a gem. If it's slow, like why? That's real. I love that, Rihanna. I'm so glad you came back to that, girl. Denisha says it definitely happens. I think slow seasons are natural consequences of being a business owner. That's real. Like I said, I think sometimes it's stuff we can't control. And sometimes it is something we can't control. Can we admit to there's been a season where we've been in business and it was slow because we just weren't we was out here playing. Or we was doing content, but we was only doing like motivational posts. Like we was only like can I be honest? We were only like woo chat. Uh, I remember having slow seasons in my business, but I was doing content like I was winning. I was doing motivational posts like I was winning. Mm, 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 mm. Instead of doing the work, instead of saying, "Let me look at these offers, let me look at these messaging, let me go out to the Deck Network, the Entrepreneur Center near me, and see if they need somebody to host a workshop. Let me call the local college and see if they need somebody to come back." Like, instead of doing the work, child, that's just me. That's just me, though. And you know the thing about stuff like that is your audience can tell when some off. I've seen a many of profiles, mine included, where it look right, it sound right, you're saying all the right things. But have you ever been like this? You've been like, something ain't right. I see it so much, especially in my space with coaches. It's like it you saying all the right things, or but something ain't right. Allison says, "I personally had to do some honest self reflection. You have to be able to do an honest self inventory. Compare and contrast to what happened. No, compare and contrast what happened, what I did or did not change, and make a new plan." In teaching, we did PDs to continue to evaluate your abilities. I have to do the same as a business owner and get involved in programs or communities that help you make connection and teach you ways to conquer the next season. Absolutely. You're right about being honest with yourself. And you know the thing about your business, Baby, it's gonna make you be honest about yourself. Oh, you thought you was confident? Wait till you start that business and you gotta pitch strangers. You thought you was charismatic? Wait till you get on stage in front of 400 folks. Your business gonna challenge the hell out of you. Danisha said, yes, there has been a season where it was slow for me because I was indulging in being an empty nester. I remember that. Danisha was like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't been consistent. But I'm an empty nester now. So me and my wife enjoying our time together. And I ain't mad at you, girl. All right, Rion says it all depends on what season it is weather-wise. Yeah, I've been playing for years when it comes to my business, silly me. Girl, it happens. It happens, girl. I've been there before. But I've also seen what happens, and I'm seeing this year in 2025 in a different way because that season of low confidence defeated me so bad. Like you can ask my husband, like last year, I don't know, I was just out of it. Like I was, and I needed that season, right? So I'll go through it again tomorrow because I'm crazy. I'm a crazy entrepreneur like that. Okay. I needed that. I needed that. Lanita says my head definitely wasn't in the game last year. Yeah. I feel you, girl. I'm back this year though, girl. I ain't playing. You see, I repainted the wall and everything. I was like, I'm doing my show, I'm doing my podcast. Denisha said it felt good to chill and worry about myself. Okay. Ain't mad at you, girl. All right, Rashana says I have to have some alone time and cry because I'm human. That's real. And go to my husband because I know he will give it to me, no feelings and wrong. He will tell me what I didn't do enough of. If I'm in his lap too much, he gonna tell me. I definitely started tracking, and for me, my goals just weren't being worked on. I wasn't posting enough. I wasn't loud enough. My message was wrong. Attracting people I had to convince to do something instead of showing up. Instead of showing up like I already got what you need. It was deep, but I don't see the rest. That's real. I love the self-awareness. And if you've been a business owner for at least 24 hours, you already know that it's going to force you in a place of self-reflection, probably like you've never seen before. I love it. She said you speaking. I don't know why I'm so sweaty today, girls. Am I my preacher era? Because it's giving church in Mississippi with no air. Hey, Chloe. Hey, honey bun. Shout out to Chloe, honey. We just had her one-on-one. My girls finna have their best year yet, and I'm so here for it. Denisha says these last few weeks have been slow for me as well because I've been sick and was contagious. I've had to ensure I wasn't sending packages to customers while being sick with contagious germs. Girl, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I remember during COVID. This is so trifling what I'm about to admit. It wasn't during COVID because it's before COVID when I was selling keychains. Girl, when I was sick one time, let me find out I sprayed some Lysol. I like, I'll be good. Girl. Let me find out I was spraying Lysol on the little tissue paper. You know how I get wet. Trifling. Trifling. Good for you for not getting us sick. Girl, I'm telling you, girl, Auntie be running hot. Okay. She said open the doors for some air, girl. Okay. That's it. That's exactly why I'm finna go to the gym. As soon as I get done, I'm glad that my body like, hey, you need to go and start sweating because you're finna be into it. I love it. If you're enjoying the conversation, tap the screen for me. So glad that you're here. I'm glad that we're having this conversation. This conversation is going to save someone. And I want women to see me, not because I'm doing something that other women can't do, but because I know I have a space where a lot of women look up to me. I need you to hear me saying that, girl, I go through the exact same stuff. But I also want us to challenge ourselves to make sure that we're doing everything possible. And I know for me in my slow seasons, a lot of it is sometimes because I'm not doing everything possible. Because you know, in your business, if you don't work, you don't eat. It ain't no conquer PTO. I wish. When I was sick, I was just sick. I mean, that was just it. So this takes me to my next question that I want you to answer. Is confidence enough to grow the business? I have a hot take on this one. I got to get some sound effects. I got to get some. Is confidence enough to grow the business? I have a hot take on this one. I just love y'all. I'm so glad that we do this show. I'm so glad that we do this. Rashana says confidence is not enough to grow your business. Ooh. And neither is believing in yourself. You need some discipline and some work ethic. I don't care if you sell jars of peanut butter or if you sell $30,000 strategy sessions. Your work ethic must be insane. Having the idea alone isn't enough. And my hot take will always be that having a great product or service still not enough. You said something good with that, Rashana, about the work ethic. She said, baby, this is a pay for performance career. Okay, I might as well be standing on the street corner selling my hoo-ha. That's what type of hustling, and basically is what I'm doing. I'm just selling my soul to the world every day. That's a business owner. I want to know, is confidence enough to grow the business? What do you think? Rashana says nobody should have to tell you to show up every day if you know what you got to offer is irresistible. Ooh, girl, I got a story to share. Allison says no, not by itself. However, I feel confidence plus the ability to be able to follow through. I'm here for that. Ivana says lack of discipline gonna be your biggest downfall. That's real. Rion says yes, self-motivation. This is such a good topic. This is such a good topic. I was watching a YouTube video, and just like BS YouTube, like not no, important YouTube stuff. And this guy was walking the streets, the YouTuber, the streamer that I was watching was walking the streets. And this guy walked up to the guy while he filming his YouTube video. And he was like, hey man, I'm selling some lemonade. Walking the streets. He was actually walking on Bill Street selling his lemonade. And he was like, oh, for real, how much is it? He was like, yeah, it's $3. He was like, He said, it's going to be the best lemonade you ever had. He was like, man, I ain't got $3. He was like, I got cash out. And I turned to my husband. I said, the hustle and confidence is crazy, boy. I do think that confidence in your business can truly move mountains. But that work ethic, boy. And here's the thing. People are mad at hustle culture. I'm not mad at hustle culture. I'll say it over and over again. I'm not mad at hustle culture because I didn't get to where I am, and I'm still just getting started, friend, by taking it easy at all. Nothing about my life is super balanced when it comes to conquer. It's just not. The confidence, the work ethic, the discipline, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So the belief in yourself, yes. And the reason I shared that story is because it inspired me. I said, man, this man walking up and down the street selling his lemonade. That is belief in what you do on another level. And I was listening to the Social Proof podcast with David Shantz and Ashley Kirkwood. Shout out to them because I love them both so much. I don't miss an episode of what they put out. And they said this gem, and I'm going to share it with y'all because I think it's so good. I shared it in my one-on-one session because it really resonated with me. And I want you to take this with you from today's show. Ashley said, selling is the transference of your belief. What a bar. She said, your ability to sell is your ability to believe in something and get somebody else to believe in it too. So selling is the transference of belief. I said, girl, that's a bar. That's good. I know when I really believe and conquer how I sell. And I know how when I'm having seasons where my confidence is low, the last 3 people didn't show up for their call, somebody just canceled, I can't sell. Because I don't believe, so I can't get you to believe. She said, big bar. I love it. Last topic, because I gotta go to the gym, girl. I've been go to the gym, but you know what? I Googled the barbecue place to see if they were open today. I'm not gonna go. I would just go and get a little grilled chicken. Okay. I am. I did lose some weight though. What's up, Precious? She said, happy Tuesday, y'all. Pop in a minute. I love it. I'm so glad that you're here, honey bun. Shout out to my girls in Memphis. Y'all know y'all gonna always come through. Always, always, always. So if you love these conversations, you're loving the ability to be around other women who are doing amazing things. You want to grow your own community. You want to host your own live streams. You want to grow your business. You want to co-work. Okay. You want more confidence in your ability to be able to pitch your business. I want you to look into applying for the Conquer Club. The Conquer Club is my space. We meet every Tuesday night. And this is where you come to grow your own business. Okay. And you're going to create your own goals, okay? I ain't promise you no $100,000 in no 90 days. That just ain't happening. But we had Allison coming to the Conquer Club, and she was like, I'm camera shy. Next thing you know, she started going live every day, and she's double her sales. Okay? We got women like Steffi who are in the Conquer Club because she's been consistent, because she's been pitching, because she's turned up her content. She's already done more sales in Q1 than she did all year. Okay. So really look into applying for your membership for the Conquer Club for 2025. Okay. Man, you can talk about what that looks like for you. Once you apply, I'll reach out to you, man. You can talk about what that looks like for you. And typically what's happening is, man, you create a game plan and you use the Tuesday nights as an accountability tool. And it's an amazing, fun time. Okay. Allison says, true. I love it. This is a space to come and grow without shame or judgment, friend. We're going to meet you where you at. Last question. I want your advice. I want your advice. What advice do you have for growing confidence? And don't tell me go get your nails done and get no massage. Girl, goodbye. That's no. Because I think looking good is a byproduct of confidence, but I feel like as women, we feel like, oh, she look good and she outside stepping, she must be super confident. And I'm here to tell you that that is not the case. In fact, I've talked to women who where I was like, I cannot believe you're struggling with confidence behind closed doors. My jaw was on the floor. And people may say the same about me because it's just life. You may be talking to yourself, you may be talking to me, you may inspire somebody else. What advice do you have for growing confidence? First thing is for you to join the Conquer Club. I mean, let's be for real. Allison, I'm sorry. Rashana says, feel the fear and do it anyway. That's really real, honest, and true advice. I also get how the despair can make that feel so hard. But this is why in Conquer, this is why with our brand, with Conquer, with all of us, that we believe in community. We believe in confidence, consistency, and community. Rashana says, feel the fear and do it anyway. Fail forward. We talk about this a lot in the Conquer Club. If ain't nobody ghosted you this month, I can guarantee you ain't putting yourself out there. If nobody's told you no, I can guarantee you ain't putting yourself out there. If you ain't had a whole bunch of content that got 0 hits, I can guarantee you ain't posting enough. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Fail forward. I love it. Rion says, very much so a lie. I have a lot of confidence, but I look like a tired mom every day. Girl, not tired mama. It can give tired MILF. It can give a little sleepy MILF. You know, a man love a little Mimo nightgown, baby. Hey, they gonna tear you up seeing that cotton rise off down your back. It can give a little tired MILF. I ain't mad at that. Allison says, let me make sure we have any comments on Instagram too, child. Allison says, I pray, and honestly, my confidence is shaky every day because I have anxiety and struggle with the unknown. But I feel God wants the kids to have these material and who I am. Oh, and who am I to deny my destiny and I will be obedient? Oh, girl, don't hey. I stopped sweating now because I cut this fan on, but don't give me the sweating and preaching, girl. Who am I to deny my destiny? Who am I? I love that. I will be obedient. I feel you on that. Hey, a man will tear you up. I'm talking about tear the side all like that, moo moo. I ain't lying. Half my moo moo missing from the shoulder down to the ankle. It's just a moo moo on one side and it's just wide open like a hospital gown on the other side. Hey, getting tore up out here. Y'all are amazing. This was a great conversation. I'm so glad that we talked about this. Uh y'all don't mind me. I don't know. Am I giving mentor and leader or am I giving Oh, I love it. This is amazing conversation. I'm glad we talked about it. I feel so much better. And every time I talk to y'all, it is just more confirmation of where I need to be. And if you're listening to this, I truly want to. I said I want to give a whole bunch of advice on my show because I give so much advice behind closed doors. I truly want to challenge how confident you say you are. I heard women say, "Oh, my confidence this, my confidence that, my confidence this, confidence that." Go live then. Well, mm-hmm. My confidence this is my birthday. I can post a picture with my titties out, my booty out, and all that, and get all the likes. Okay, well, go pitch your business to 30 strangers then. Okay. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. It's giving. I want to look like it, talk like it, sound like it, but to really do it, yeah, I don't condone it, girl. I don't condone it. I'm not here for it. Okay. So this is even me to myself, right? Let's really challenge the confidence that we say we have. And if it's not a perfect 10, that's okay. Still worthy. Okay. We'll be back tomorrow with the show. Today is also podcast day. So y'all know we have Conquer Conversations that drops every Tuesday. It's my podcast. If you want a good deep dive, you want to grab you a good bottle of wine, a bottle of tequila, a cup of tea, whatever you do, you can check out Conquer Conversations on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, and you can watch it on YouTube. We're going to have a new episode dropping tonight. So take a peek here. Okay, so you can go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Conquer with Deb. And y'all already know the vibes. When y'all wake up tomorrow, make sure y'all conquer something. So I'll see y'all on the show tomorrow. Goodbye, ladies.